From the NWTV studios on the campus of Northwestern Oklahoma State University, this is 7 News.
Hello, and thank you for choosing NWTV. I'm Megan Spray. Here is a quick look at your local headlines. Many of you may have noticed changes in the trash dumpster locations around campus. We wanted to find out what prompted these changes and why some of the dumpsters have been moved. Several weeks ago, new dumpsters were brought to campus. Many have noticed that these dumpsters are larger and do not fit in the designated area. Executive Vice President Dr. David Paikey says this change was not made by Northwestern. He told us, quote, "When the city changed their trash service and privatized the service, all of the trash dumpsters that were owned by NWOSU were replaced by the new vendor." Assistant Dean of Student Affairs, Matt Adair, tells us the reason for the change is all based on size.
Well, the new dumpsters, like you said, they're a little bit larger in size than what our old roll-off dumpsters were. Secondly, the garbage truck that collects them is a much larger truck. It's longer and it's a little bit wider than our typical trash trucks were. It's got some mechanical arms on the front that lift the dumpsters up over the top of the truck. And in order to be able to create the space needed to do that, we've had to reposition some of the campus dumpsters. Some areas where it's a little less convenient. Sometimes we've got to walk a little bit further to get some trash dumped. The biggest area of concern that I'm dealing with right now with my position here at the university is that it moved our South Hall, now Cunningham Hall dumpsters to the far back of the parking lot. That's a temporary measure while we work with our maintenance department, who is working with the city and the trash collection company to find a more convenient space. We're trying to take into account the length of or the distance that the trucks will need to be able to maneuver in and out while keeping the cars and parking lots safe and usable. But we are optimistic that we're going to find optimal locations for all of the dumpster spots very, very soon.
If you have questions, concerns, or ideas, you can reach out to Student Services. Former Oklahoma Governor David Boren has died. Current Governor Kevin Stitt calls him a dedicated public servant who spent his life working for Oklahoma. To honor Boren's service to the state, Stitt has directed that flags at all state properties be flown at half-staff until his burial. Boren served as a governor from 1975 to 1987 and later represented Oklahoma as a U.S. Senator. Boren also served as president at the University of Oklahoma from 1994 to 2014. David Boren was 83 years old. High schoolers needing formal wear for their upcoming proms have a chance this weekend to find a dress for free. Northwestern's Department of Social Work is hosting its annual Print for Prom event this weekend. This will be the department's 11th annual Print for Prom that is hosted in Woodward. The event will take place this Thursday and Friday in the Woodward High School Band Room. On Thursday, doors will be open from 1 until 7, and on Friday, 10 in the morning until noon. Students can also register for a $100 scholarship to Northwestern at the event. Northwestern social work student Kristen Pierce was awarded with this year's Deserving Ranger Award from the Service Learning and Civic Engagement Program. The award is given to a Northwestern student who is outstanding service-oriented leader on campus and in their community. Pierce has met this criteria by completing more than 200 service hours for local volunteer organizations. Pierce says that this award has inspired her to further her community involvement and make a difference wherever she can. Now with a look at sports, here's Ken Irving.
We kick Ranger Athletics off with Ranger softball. They dropped the series against Arkansas Tech 1-2. In Game 1, Katie Jones threw 5 strikeouts and Kaylin Korn hit a home run in the Rangers' lone win. In Game 2, Mae Carson threw 6 strikeouts. In Game 3, Chloe Brown also threw 6 strikeouts. The Rangers are back at home Friday against East Central. Ranger baseball traveled to Arkansas Tech where they win 0-3 against the Wonder Boys. Hagen Barcelo, Carson Wright, and Trevor Sire each hit a double in the Rangers' Game 1 loss. Kobe Mitchell had 4 strikeouts in Game 2, and Hagen Barcelo hit a double in Game 3. The Rangers are back in action at home against Rogers State on Wednesday. The Lady Rangers basketball team split their weekend games 1-1 against Southern Arkansas and Arkansas Monticello. Kira Bass led scoring in the win against the Mule Riders with 18 points and 8 rebounds. Payne Jones had 17 points. Carly Craig had 14 points and Kira Bass had 11 points and 15 rebounds in the loss against Monticello. They play at Southern Nazarene on Thursday. The men's basketball team split their games this weekend as well. Cam McDowell had 25 points in the Rangers' loss to Southern Arkansas. Cam McDowell had 35 points and Mikey Hawkins had 18 points in the Rangers' win over Monticello. They play at Southern Nazarene on Thursday. That's all for this week's headlines. Be back next Tuesday for next weekend's Ranger Recap.
Finally today, a 1930s church in Alva has been renovated into a day spa. Sanctuary Day Spa had its grand opening earlier this month. The spa offers hair, nails, and massage services. Nearly all of the furniture and decorations are sourced from local businesses and estate sales. That's a look at this week's headlines. For more, be sure and follow NWTV on Facebook and Instagram. We'll see you next time.